Hello there, this is the Bible of Soccer, not soccer, and in this video we're going to talk about Italy 1, England 1, Italy 3, England 2 on the penalty kicks, and about how beautiful this board looks like. I remind you that I'm going here with no guidelines, no teleprompter, no master edition, recording everything from my cell phone, and I speak like this a little bit slow so I won't lose my train of thought. Okay, so we're going to talk about this match, England against Italy, that they play the final match for the Euro 2020 or 2021, however you're going to call it. And we already talked in the match preview, okay, that Southgate, he plays with different formations, especially on the back. He used sometimes a line of 4, sometimes 3. In this case, he started with a line of 3, and he did a 3-4-3 formation, and okay, like that. And he started with Trippier, which is a good center pass by air. This is one of his main attributes, and he's more defensive player. And in the case of Italy, he started like always, Mancini, with a 4-3-3. And we already said that Italy's weak point is or are these two areas right here, these two triangles, okay, these two parts of the field. And we explained in a video that it's called this is how Mancini's Italy plays, okay. We explain why these are the weak points, and we also explained it in the match preview, so we can take a look of that, so that way we don't have to repeat the same again. Okay, so what was the problem here? What happened here? So Southgate understood that those are the weak points for Italy in the beginning, and since the start he started to attack through there, and the first goal started from a center pass in that area to the other area, and they score the first early goal. And that the first consequence of that, it was that Di Lorenzo right here, okay, Di Lorenzo stayed out of focus for about 30 minutes, thinking that Italy is gonna lose because of him. You can see that he barely participated on the match during those 30 minutes, and he was making many mistakes. He was psychologically gone. His mind was not in the match anymore. He was thinking about the consequences, because the center pass, the person who scored was from the side. He was the responsible for that. But in reality, also it has to do with these two weak points that we mentioned before. That is where everything originated, okay, the center pass to the other side. Yeah, Shaw was the one who scored the goal for England, and Trippier the center pass. Okay, but what was the only thing that we noticed about Italy? They didn't understand this line of 3. They didn't know where to take the rivals. They didn't know what players it was supposed to take the other players, their team rivals, okay. It was very disorganized. England was attacking through this side most of the time, and it stayed like that for some time, okay. And okay, in this case we have to mention that, yeah, because of the place where the board is, in reality this is no, it's okay, this is Di Lorenzo, yes, and this is Emerson, right? Okay, perfect, yeah. So they were attacking mostly through that side, and Italy lost the 1-by-1 defensive. It was defending really bad. They didn't understood how to do this. And then another thing that they did wrong, it is that usually when you play against a team with a line of 3, most of the time this is the weak point coming through there. Okay, coming through the guys that are on the side, and the last defender for the line of 3, the ones that are on the extreme. Okay, there are some cases where this is not true. For example, Russia, they do a very bad line of 3 where they are very separated and they really are the only 3 defenders, so they have to run a lot, and the rest of the team take their time to come and help. In that case, the weak point is through here. Okay, but that's only because Russia did a really bad job with the line of 3. They didn't play with the offside defensive tactic, so they were wasting a lot of resources and they didn't use some advantages of the line of 3 defending. Okay, but in this case it's almost the same in like most of the teams with the line of 3, like Belgium, that the weak point is coming through there. Okay, because these 2 guys are coming back and forth or are helping, and they take their time to come back. Okay, unless they really want to play defensive, and it's not really a line of 3, it's just a line of 5. Okay, but basically it's like that. Now, what happened here? So then the early goal conditioned a little bit the match. Italy was lost. Very bad day for Immobile from Italy, the center striker. He was completely lost. And also it was like Italy was playing with 10 players minus the 30 minutes that Di Lorenzo was mentally out of the game. But then it came the substitution for Immobile, and Varela came in. And what happened was that Chiesa went there, Varela came, Insigne came here, and Varela played Berardi was the first substitution. Okay, so Berardi came to play here where Chiesa was playing. Chiesa was moved here, and Insigne was moved here, and it was again like Italy got some new blood. Okay, they were starting to make some football again and generating some organized attacking, and everything was coming better. But again, they didn't find anything there, and the team also was a little bit frustrated. The best man of the match was being Chiesa, where he was doing most of the job, most of the attack, okay, taking the responsibility for the whole team, helping a lot. And then he generated that corner kick. Okay, corner kick. And then this is why they say that young players win matches and experienced players win championship. And this is what happened in this match, where Chiellini there in the corner kick and Bonucci managed to score a good goal there. Okay, basically with more heart than football, but Chiesa generated that corner kick, so merit, all the credit goes to Chiesa, of course, and the 2 central back. Okay, but then what happened to England? England they were trying to park the bus, of course, all the time after that match. Well, not of course, because they were playing at home, really a little bit of shame on that. But they were doing it wrong. When you are defending, okay, well, they score really early. But anyways, when it's a ground tactic to defend, like for 86 minutes. So, but basically they were doing it wrong because they were not pressuring the team, Italy, the rival team, and sending them to a side of the field. Okay, they were not doing that. Okay, when you pressure a team, okay, if you are England and you're winning 1-0 and you want to pressure Italy, and you don't want to take the ball for yourself, you want to let the other team to play. Okay, that's valid. Parking the bus is valid, but you have to know how to do it. And they didn't know how to do it. What you do in those cases is that you have to make sure that you send your rival to the sides. Okay, so they have to come back here and waste a lot of time. That's what you're looking for, right? You're looking for the time to finish, to be done. They didn't do that, okay? In the other case, the same, do the same pressuring and trying to put your rival to the side. To the side is very important. That way, you are gonna keep control of the defending. They're gonna have the possession, but you have the control of where they're gonna have that possession, and that's key. That's very important. But England didn't do that. They were just randomly sending Italy a little bit back. Okay, but no more than that. Okay, no more than that. And that was one of the mistakes, because then it was easy for Chiesa to attack, and also sometimes for other parts, Italy were making some organization, but mostly there. Okay, but then it came some changes. Italy made some substitutions and some tactical changes where they came to play with a 4-3-3. Okay, we saw a lot of dirty things there. Sterling trying to diving most of the time, and some other players were doing the same too. It's curious because other players, when I remember when Luis Suarez from Uruguay, he used to play in England. Okay, all the press were talking about Suarez diving or Suarez making simulations, but here they can do it just like that, and we should look the other way, right? But we're not looking the other way, guys. You were diving a lot. At least don't have double standard, okay? You either like it or you either not. So I hope that they get some press for that. They deserve it, especially Sterling, okay? Anyways, let's continue. So here, they started to play with 4, okay? I just already explained how they did the the corner kick and everything, and then Trippier was up, okay? That's key too, because one of the things what happens when now the match is tied 1-1, right? So one of the things that most of the teams do is that they try to do, even when they are not specialized on that, what they try to do is center pass by air and look a head kick, right? But they took out Trippier. Okay, one of the best center passes by air from England. They took them out and they sent in another player. I think it was Saka, who came in and moved there. Okay, but now this is the thing that I don't understand very much about Southgate, that he did. He's a very good coach. I think he needed maybe one more player to win the Euro, maybe a Sterling or maybe another player shouldn't be there. That's what I think. I know that Sterling kind of did a good championship, but he scored some goals, but he also missed a lot of easy goals. So the reason why he really scored is because he has more chances to score than he usually has when he plays for Manchester City. Okay, so I think it's just an illusion that he has a good Euro. He dived a lot during this match. You see the good players in the important matches, right? This was an important match and Sterling didn't do much, just dive. And against Denmark, okay, he dived and the referee bought. So maybe that's why he was trying to do it. Okay, they played together with Suarez, so maybe he learned something. Anyways, let's continue. Let's not stay there more longer than we should. But then Trippier was out when we needed him the most. But it's also strange because in the last match against Denmark, we also were thinking that Trippier should come in to do the same center. And not only most of the team do this tactic, but England is like a specialist in center pass by air and head kick and try to score. So with more reason, Trippier should have stayed even longer. But the way that he sees this is different. I think he doesn't see Trippier as a center pass by air guy. Because in the last match against Denmark, he did kind of the same. He needed to maybe try that tactic, but we saw that he subbed someone for Grealish, which, okay, Grealish is more like an offensive player and Trippier is more defensive. But it also depends on what you want to do. Do you want to just attack by organization, or you just want to do like center pass? So it's like two different tactics. So with Denmark, he did the opposite. He came in with Grealish, and then when he was ahead on the score, he subbed him for Trippier, which is strange. Okay, but I understand he did it because he wanted to defend more, not thinking about the center pass and all of that. So that's just trying to create try to get in Southgate mind, okay, by doing that. Like, okay, he doesn't see this player as this, he sees it more as defensive and not like someone who can do good center pass by air. Okay, but that's something that's good to mention. And then, of course, well, the match equilibrated a little bit. Then Jorginho from Italy was a little bit injured. Verratti also had some problems. So Italy, in some parts of the match, were attacking more. And then because Verratti was also a little bit injured, okay, Jorginho and Verratti were in really, really bad physical conditions at the end of the second half, and also part of the first extra time when they were on the field. Okay, so we saw that Verratti came back here, Emerson just came all the way there. Chiellini, that he really is not a talented player with his feet, he's more like a defensive guy. He was taking that side back. Okay, Verratti was coming here, and okay, Di Lorenzo was, well, this is Bonucci, Di Lorenzo was there, and Di Lorenzo was here, sorry. Okay, so they were taking, well, Di Lorenzo was trying to go up again too, so it was basically like Verratti and Bonucci there, Chiellini, Emerson all the way there. Then Emerson was sub for another player, okay, but for Florenzi. But this was some of the tactics, okay. But imagine that Chiellini was like coming here, and England didn't manage to do anything. I mean, that's really shameful tactic, even when they were one by one. And Southgate, instead of just sending in some players to generate some football, some organization, something, he didn't. He just saved two substitutions, thinking on the penalty kicks. Okay, so well, then Verratti was out. Okay, other players came in, but the game the tactical part stayed pretty much of the same. Of course, then Grealish was sub 2. He played some minutes, and then the match was equilibrated, was balanced a little bit more again, okay, because for some time it was only Italy. But then when Grealish came in during the extra time, England got a little bit better, more attacking, but it was not enough. Then it was like Italy was tired too. Jorginho was a little bit injured, but they were thinking that he's a good penalty kicker, as we mentioned in the match preview. So Mancini didn't take him out, and then Southgate saved, right, 2 subs and just for penalty kicks, and these guys failed the penalty kick or missed. They were stopped by Donnarumma. That was really unfortunate, thinking if we consider that Southgate already has like a penalty kick trauma maybe from the past, and now he did these 2 subs only for the penalty kick, and both of them failed. Okay, but that's what happens when you don't try to win a match. So maybe it was a bad tactic. Okay, but of course he tried to do everything perfect. Okay, so I give him credit for that. He tried to do everything perfect from his point of view. Score early. He studied the rival. He knew that Italy was weak from this side, but then he decided to he was gonna try to park the bus. But the pressing was really bad. I think that's key. He had to send Italy to the sides, and he didn't. It was a really bad pressing from a really good coach, okay, that we will have mentioned in previous videos, especially in our Spanish version, that he's really a good coach. His defensive system that we explained also in those past videos is really good. That's why it's so difficult to score him. So for a very good coach, it was a very bad pressing, really bad pressing. Okay, maybe scoring that early goal was not the best for England, but it was very bad pressing. They were pressing. Okay, sorry if I'm repeating this too much. Okay, but I'm just trying to close this video with that conclusion. Basically, the match for England passed because the pressing was really bad. Okay, if you want to park the bus, great, but do it right. You need to send the team to the sides, and you didn't. So basically, I think that's the main conclusion. Of course, we cover everything else, and he tried to do everything perfect for the penalty kicks, but it didn't work. Okay, so that's gonna be all for this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. You can share this video also, so more people can know about this analysis, this match review. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you can do it now. This is a good time for doing it. And it says goodbye to you, the Bible of soccer, not soccer.